as I said, I always look through the news and see what's going on the monkey front or on the animal research front. And lo and behold, what happened? USDA has issued its report on New Iberia Primate Center down in New Iberia, Louisiana. It's where they make Tabasco sauce, by the way. I'm a big fan of Tabasco sauce. Not a big fan of New Iberia, though, since they host this gigantic monkey lab. So you may not know, but a few years ago, it was 2007 and 2008. Let me get the dates right just here. It was in 2007 and 2008. The Humane Society of the United States had somebody inside the lab, and they did an awful lot of undercover videotaping. And so when the tapes came out, you might have seen them on TV. I think it was it CBS? One of the networks ran many of the images from inside the lab. And of course, New Iberia said, why, those are just all anomalies, and in fact, everything's good here, and pay no attention to what you're seeing on that film. Well, the USDA has now issued its report, and the USDA's own press release says, inspectors cite multiple issues. But interestingly, also, the story is, of course, around different places. The Scientist is a journal written very supportive of science, and its headline reads, Primate Lab Slapped by USDA. The Humane Society of the United States, who in 2007 and 8 recorded images of chimps being sedated with dart guns and falling off their perches onto the floor. If you didn't see those images, they were startling. The chimpanzees were up maybe 5, 6, sometimes 7 feet off the ground. They darted them and fell just unconscious onto the hard concrete floor. And of course, they also videotaped monkeys with open wounds. The investigators found, among other things, they found violations. They found that their oversight committees weren't doing their job, that there wasn't adequate information on the protocols that they were approving. They were just approving anything. And one of the things they found was that some of the tails of African green monkeys at the facility were gone. The monkeys were missing their tails. As a result of being trauma, some were amputated as a result of frostbite. Can you imagine, in southern Louisiana, it gets so cold that a monkey gets frostbite. That's, of course, the monkey's from Africa and isn't used to any cold weather whatsoever. And it says now, of course, the University of Louisiana, Lafayette, New Iberia Primate Research Center is working with APHIS to ensure that corrective actions are taken. Well, isn't that a relief? Here's the thing about that, of course, is that we would never have known that those violations were going on if there hadn't been someone undercover there. The USDA's inspection hadn't shown the problems. The university, of course, wasn't going to say there were any problems. They say they love monkeys. So it took somebody undercover to find out, in fact, that all of these violations were going on. And not only violations, just that the animals were being treated so horribly.